What's going on, guys? Welcome to part 2, where I buy all of the sports cards from the flea market. If you didn't see part 1, you can find it in the videos on my channel. It is the video right before this one where I go and I buy all of the sports cards from one of the vendors at a flea market. Get there early, make an offer on everything, and cash in, get the deal done, and bring all those cards home. So far, we have found a crazy amount of cards. Right here, you can see, as I said in my previous video, we are in the process of moving. This room is usually filled with collectibles and cards, but everything is now in the bins. You can see my cat right here enjoying the bins. You say hi? Hi. There she is, enjoying being in a high spot. But yeah, so all my stuff is in here. I wish it looked nicer, but we're in the process of moving. Eventually, we'll be moving into a new home with a bigger room, be able to set everything up. Really nice. I'm super excited for it. But for now, we have to go through this process of moving. But if you haven't seen that first video, the amount of crazy vintage baseball cards that we found was absolutely insane, guys. And I saw a lot of your suggestions of getting some of those cards graded. I absolutely agree with you. Once we get moved into the new house and we have an official new address, I will be doing that. I'll be sending a lot of those cards to get graded. And once they're graded, I will let you guys know what grades they get. But right here is the remaining of what we have to go through for this flea market buy. I think there was a total of 12 boxes or so, something like that. I believe that's about 12 boxes. So we're down to about 8 here. Still a lot to dig through. So much more to come. So let's start digging through these cards, and I'll let you know what I find. All right, guys, here we go. I made a nice couple of piles of cards here to show you guys as showcases of what I found going through this time around of this absolutely crazy flea market purchase. So let's go start with this pile right here up front. This pile is kind of like a random pile, just a bunch of cards that I thought were pretty cool, cards that I don't really come across too often, so I wanted to showcase them right here. Not a really well-known player, but a super cool die-cut cards. Die-cut cards were great when I was growing up. Right here we have a star rookie, Electric Diamond Cliff Floyd. Underneath there we have a Bowman Best, Vladimir Guerrero. Very nice. Underneath there, we have another Vlad Guerrero. This is a rookie. Still got the peel on there. And here's another. Here's one of the very early select baseball. Look at that. What year is this? 1997 select. That's super cool. Where it used to be Pinnacle. Here we got some Jackie Robinson cards from the Upper Deck. Thought those were pretty cool. Underneath there, we have a Darren Erstad rookie, Nomar Garcia Parra rookie, Raul Ibanez, Dimitri Young, Vlad Guerrero again, Andrew Jones. Got some of these cool inserts here, Hideo Nomo, Mariano Rivera, Andy Pettit, Mike Mussina, Tom Glavine, Greg Maddux, John Smoltz. Man, the Braves at that time had great pitchers. And Randy Johnson. So a nice little random pile, mostly of baseball from the 90s, but super cool. Then moving over to here, one of the sets that were super fun to collect when I was a kid. Here's some Topps Finest cards with the peel still on there. Roberto Alomar, Gary Sheffield, Wade Boggs, another Wade Boggs, and a Edgar Martinez. So I thought those were pretty cool to find them with the peel still on. Moving over to another cool set from when I was growing up. Here's some Flair cards. There's a Wade Boggs, a Ricky Henderson, Bo Jackson, and a Frank Thomas. Next pile is similar to that one, just I think a different year. Here's some more Flair cards. There's a Frank Thomas, Ricky Henderson, Gary Sheffield, Craig Biggio, Jeff Bagwell, Edgar Martinez, and Jose Canseco. Super fun cards to collect when I was growing up. All right, let me get these piles in order, and we'll move on to the next. All right, here we go. Here's a nice pile of Jordan cards. I feel like I haven't had a nice pile of Jordan cards in a couple of videos, so it's fun to find some more Jordans. This one's a little rough. There's an Ultra, Season Leaders. Nothing too crazy. Upper Deck, Season Leaders. A lot of Upper Decks here. Got the 93 NBA Final cards. There's NBA Playoff card. There's a Hang Time Jordan. Some more playoffs. There's a nice Upper Deck MVP. There he is again. One in his black jersey, one in his red. And then an Upper Deck. All right. Now we move on to the next to last pile. These ones are pretty cool. Here's a nice Preeminence Pedro Martinez Skybox. Very nice card. Underneath there, we have a green Star Quest Frank Thomas. We have a Skybox The Technique Derek Jeter. We have second year Mike Bosey. Another one of those. Found two of them. Goal leaders. And then we have a rookie Mike Bosey. Two of those. So we have the actual rookie card of Mike Bosey in the collection. I think I have like 2 or 3 of them in the collection. I found them a couple months ago in one of the collections I got. But here we have a different version from the same year, same set of Mike Bosey. All right, here we go. Moving on to the final pile here. So, as I said in the previous video, a lot of these cards came already in sleeves, already in top loaders. No different here. These were already in sleeves, already in top loaders. I put them into these plastic bags just for a little bit extra protection from the elements. But absolutely insane cards coming up. Just like in the previous video, a lot of vintage. A lot of vintage. So if you like vintage, and there's some football here too. So here we go. First up, Gale Sayers. Not sure the year on this one. Let's see. Maybe 1970, I'd say. 1970, Gale Sayers. Underneath there, look at this lineup here. Underneath there, we got a RBI leaders, 1971, Joe Torre, Willie Stargell, and Hank Aaron. That's a nice lineup. Underneath there, we have a Bowman, Miguel Cabrera rookie. Here's this one again. This one is a 2002 Miguel Cabrera Bowman rookie. Underneath there, we have a nice Frank Robinson. Great condition. Little off-centered, but still amazing condition. This is 1966, so maybe a 67. And we have a Whitey Ford. Look at that. Good centering. Obviously, normal wear on the corners there, but still super, super nice. No creases on the front. Very nice card. Underneath there, we have a Pete Rose. This is a 66 Pete Rose. Super nice. Look at this lineup here, too. Carlton Fisk rookie. Look at how the condition of this card. Super, super nice. Little off-center from top to bottom, but still really, corners are pretty good. Edges are pretty good. No creases. Very, very nice Carlton Fisk rookie. Underneath there, we have a Frank Gifford. Now, this is cool for me because I'm a New York Giants fan. And to be able to find a Frank Gifford card or any kind of like vintage Giants cards of star players from back in the day, super cool. So there's a Frank Gifford, New York Giants running back. Very nice. And underneath there, we have a Carl Yastrzemski. You might have seen the card that's right underneath there too. I'll try to block it. But this one's a 66 Yastrzemski Absolutely phenomenal condition. Corners look good. Centering is nice. Edges, the picture, look at the picture, how clear that is. Super nice Yastrzemski. And then underneath there, last but not least, keeping it with the vintage baseball, a 1963 Carl Yastrzemski, once again, in phenomenal condition. Super nice. Little dullness in the two bottom corners. Very slight, very slight. Not too bad, though, compared to what you usually find with these 63 or even any of these 60 cards. But look at that, guys. Absolutely crazy, crazy amount of vintage cards. Let me line them up here for you guys. You guys can see them all together. Absolutely crazy. There we go. Absolutely crazy. And you know, the Bozy wasn't even in the final. I should have put him in the final showcase. But absolutely crazy amount of vintage cards. Super happy about this flea market purchase. I have about 2 boxes left to go through. If I find anything in those, I'll end up making another video, a part 3. But this could be the last video, depending on what I find. And then I'm going to start hunting for some more collections. Plus, I have a ton more cards to go through from collections that I've already purchased that I still have to make a bunch of videos for because I have to get through them. Because the more I get through, the better it will be and easier it will be for me to move. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and leave a comment below letting me know what you think about today's finds. All right, guys. See you in the next one. Take care.